Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. Oh, so happy to see you again this evening. My name is Nicholas Viselli. I am the artistic director of Theater Breaking Through Barriers. And yes, indeed, here we are on Sunday, and I am coming to you very, very live indeed from right in the heart of the Thunderdome in beautiful and glorious Midtown Manhattan as spring begins to spring. And yes, indeed, we are thrilled that you can be with us for our 6th Virtual Playmakers Intensive, or VPI. I always get it right. Nope, that's right. 6 Star Changers. Well, this is night 3 of our 15-day journey, my friends. And we opened on Friday night with our first show, which was quite wonderful. Great play by Jeff Tabnick. And then last night we had a wonderful, brilliant play by Shellen Lubin. Like so far, 2 really great pieces of work. But this is Sunday, folks. And as you know, Sunday is fun day. And we would not let a Sunday go by without presenting, yes, another great, amazing piece of work. This play that we are going to be presenting to you this evening was written by, there's this wonderful artist that has worked with us in several of our intensives. Her name is Robin Carmon Marshall, and you've seen her work as an actor. You've also had the opportunity to experience her daughter's talents, because her daughter Monet is a playwright. Well, guess what? Guess where Monet gets it? She gets it from her mom, who has actually written tonight's play. The play is called Downloading, directed. Oh my God, another amazing talent, another amazing artist, Heba Toulan. Heba is an incredible actor, but now you're going to get to see her directing chops in this show tonight. So I'm telling you, you guys are in for such a treat. And when you hear the cast, Aya Ibaraki, Paul Obedzinski, and of course, Estrella Tamez, come on, you've got like this perfect like sandwich that you're just going to want to sink your teeth into. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I want to get right into it. Before we start, as usual, we always, for the benefit of any artists or audience members who can't see us, we want to provide a little audio description so you'll get to know who everybody is and set the stage that way. So I'm going to turn this over to you guys. So take it away.
My name is Estrella Tamez, and I'm playing the role of Andrea Mendez, a human rights lawyer, community organizer, and married mother of 1 child. I am Mexican-American with wavy, long brown hair past my shoulders and light makeup. I'm wearing a white-collared button-down shirt. My props are a travel mug, keys, cell phone, and a computer bag that I enter with and then set down at the first part of the show. My setting on my Zoom screen is of my home office with white walls, a Tiffany lamp, and printer in the corner behind me.
My name is Paul Obedzinski. I am playing the part of Conrad Taylor, a country music songwriter. I am a white male with short cropped brown hair, clean shaven, and I'm wearing a dark blue t-shirt. The virtual background behind me shows a small living room with white painted brick walls. There's a blue couch with yellow pillows and a window above the couch. There's a floor lamp next to the couch that is on, and there's an acoustic guitar leaning against the wall next to the lamp.
My name is Aya Ibaraki. I will be playing the role of Emma Genji, a unit secretary at a local children's hospital. I'm a Japanese woman with long black hair. I'm wearing a dark navy scrub. I'm wearing a little bit of makeup. My virtual background consists of blue wall and bookshelves. The shelves on my right side are in X shapes. On the left, the shelves are horizontal with books, home decor, and a plant.
Oh, amazing. Thank you all so much. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I'm pleased to present Robin Carmon Marshall's Downloading.
I'm not scheduled for a meeting, I don't think. No Zoom meetings today like I thought. Gosh, if I didn't need to complete this brief, I walk out and leave this computer right here. This is gonna make me late. Hope I don't have a computer virus again.
You don't.
Who said that? No, not you. Someone just said you don't. No, I know it wasn't you. Shh, let me see if I hear it again. Maybe it was the TV downstairs. I'm having the same problem again with my computer I told you about, right? I get pop-ups and I can't get out of them. Yeah, IT knows. I can't just shut it down. I'll lose all my work. I'm working on 3 major cases and I just got another one yesterday. Ugh. I do have an external hard drive. Okay, let me work on this. Listen, I'm not stopping by for drinks. No time, no. No, I'm running behind. I wasn't gonna stay long anyway. To be at the ballpark in 45 minutes. I know, tell them I'll see them next week. Same time, bye.
You didn't download a virus.
I know I heard something. Who is this?
I'm here on Zoom with you.
What is this meeting for? I don't have it on my calendar.
Me either, but it's not a virus. I've checked for that already. I've been trying to leave the meeting for about 15 minutes.
And you don't have any idea why we're here?
I don't.
Hard to believe.
Well, what do you want me to say? I mean,
You signed in early for a meeting that you didn't know you were having, yet you're still here.
what do you want me to say?
You can start by showing your face. Oh, so that's what we're doing. Fine. You putting yourself on mute. Take that.
Hello, this is Emma. I received the meeting link.
Hi, Emma.
Hi. Yes, I was told that someone from HR would get back to me, but I didn't think it would be so soon. This is really happening.
Emma, I don't know anything about HR contacting you. This is my first time seeing you or this person.
Conrad. My name is Conrad.
Oh, so you opened it for Emma, but not for me.
I'm sorry that I zoomed into your meeting. Someone must have sent me the wrong link. Again, my apologies. Have a great evening. My computer. It's probably the internet. It's been lagging a lot recently. I'll be out in a minute.
Did you send that?
No, I didn't.
No,
Not you, Emma, him.
no, I just told you that.
Welcome to the virtual escape room. Because of your increased activity on our platform over the past 2 years. What? Are you kidding me? I have to pick up my son from baseball practice.
What is this? I'm on my 15-minute break.
Randomly selected. Oh, no, chosen. It says chosen and paired with others who are in need of a virtual escape too. Huh. Yeah, this makes no sense.
We finally agree on something.
There's another one. To leave the virtual escape room, it is easier to work together as a group and find clues to answer 3 riddles. However, it is not required. Once completed, the room will automatically close in 45 seconds. Wow.
Does this make sense to either of you? I mean, I play plenty of games on my phone, but
Absolutely not. I'm baffled. I mean, I'm still trying to understand how we were paired.
No, it doesn't. What do you think we should do?
Oh, this sounds like some type of virus, like maybe a browser hijacker or web scripting virus or a polymorphic virus. I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't like it and I don't have time. I have appointments to make. I say on the count of 3, we do a hard shutdown. Maybe that'll stop the game. You in?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, sounds good.
Okay, remember, on the count of 3, we'll press and hold. 1, 2, get ready. 3, wait, no, wait. I'll lose all of the briefs for my cases. I didn't back them up today.
Well, that would have been a major blunder.
I'm glad that you remembered in the nick of time. Great job.
Who is this? So you're not talking to me either.
I was just talking to you.
Okay, big brother, then hear this. If this computer takeover is not over in 10 minutes, I promise to sick my son on you after I leave here and pick him up from practice and after he's done with his homework. He's also a member of the robotics team. He'll fix it.
There's a message in the chat. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle.
Oh, come on now. That's kids' play. You shut down my computer and that's all you got? We all know ourselves, don't we? I mean, I know who I am. Still trying to understand why we couldn't just do a survey and submit this information when we have time.
I agree. Time is an issue for me as well. Look at my phone.
Well, we're here now, so let's just get through it as quickly as possible, and then we can go on with our lives.
Andrea Mendez. I feel like I should also type this in the chat, but you know who I am, or so you say based on my online activity, whatever it is you said.
I'll go next. Emma Genji.
Conrad Taylor.
Done. Next riddle, big brother, clock's ticking.
I don't think that's gonna help.
That's not gonna help.
You calling the game names? Big Brother or the fancy spyware virus names? Maybe we should tread lightly.
I am treading lightly. I told the two of you and it earlier. I have somewhere to go. I missed one meeting and I don't want to miss picking up my son. And you just said yourself 5 minutes ago that you were on a 15-minute break. So you only have 10 minutes. And Conrad?
Yes, I have an appointment as well, but you don't see me losing it.
Excuse me, I am not losing it. I'm on a tight schedule. How many appointments do you have?
1.
Me, I have 2, and then work to do afterwards.
What, you ever try making one appointment at a time with a little wiggle room for just in case?
I don't even know why I'm entertaining your questions.
Seems to work for most of us.
Call on me. Maybe the riddles or questions aren't for it, but for us to talk among ourselves. 10 minutes is all I have. Nope, 9 minutes. Let's work on this together.
Now, you have a point now. I may be wrong. I don't know, but what if we played along? I'm assuming it's a game. And if it is, let's play and see what happens.
I have to do something because shutting down my laptop is not an option.
Let's start over. Details. Maybe it's looking for details. Let me try. Okay. My name is Emma Genji. Genji means 2 beginnings. I'm the middle child of 3. I work as a unit secretary in a hospital, but my greatest joy is singing for the patients in the children's hospital. It's across campus. I usually spend my breaks there. That's all.
Are you sure? Andrea, not Andrea. It bothers me when I'm expected to phonetically pronounce everyone's name right, and my cultural names are relegated to a Miss B or Mr. M. No, it's not okay. How about you try first? Andrea Maria Mendez. That's me. I'm a mother to a 12-year-old son, Michael. He's on the robotics team and the honor roll and the baseball team, in case you didn't hear me when I mentioned it earlier. I'm a list maker. I like making them and find immense joy in checking them off. Next.
Oh, and that leaves me, Conrad Taylor. All right. I'm a songwriter. And I travel sometimes with a small band. I mean, I'm just your average Joe. I love my family. And I really like the color blue. I'm trustworthy. Now I know It's hard to believe these days, but it's true. And looks like we got another message in the chat.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
Why?
I don't know.
I bet we'll never see each other again after this.
Yeah, you're right.
Conrad and Emma communicate to each other non-verbally by rubbing their own shoulder.
And it'll probably be easier talking to each other than people we know.
I know it is for me, for the most part.
Absolutely.
And we won't cross paths again, I'm sure.
We're just trying to regain access to our computers, all of us. Do you know that this is my work computer? I can go back to my station after break and my laptop isn't working.
I am a game created by a programmer. Yes, that's what we thought. Who collected your technology usage statistics and created an algorithm for you.
I knew it.
I know this information already because I am perfect. You are only human and you are not perfect. What is your character flaw?
Why do they need this information? What's the purpose? What are they like collecting it to create more programs or games like this? I didn't trust this from the beginning. Now I really don't trust this.
I don't like it either, but I'm already in it, so I'll go. I have a childlike imagination. It serves me well when I'm entertaining the children, but I'm often passed over during employment opportunities. Often others have trouble taking me serious. Is it possible to look in the mirror and be filled with joy while others look at the same image and find fault in it? Probably so. I guess that's how the world works sometimes, but not all the time. But it doesn't matter because it's my flaw that gives me the most passion, and I'm struggling with finding balance.
Interesting. Sounds familiar.
I'm flawed. I have this feeling of unworthiness, like I don't deserve what I have. I call myself a songwriter. I do write songs. Well, I even wrote a song for Willie Nelson once, and he heard it and he loved it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. He told me that it was a great song. I mean, he actually took the time to listen to it and then to tell me it was great. I still feel like I don't deserve what I have. I'm working on that. But I like blue. I really do think I look good in blue. We all have them. I mean, what's your character flaw, Andrea?
I like the color blue too. And I'm so sorry I snapped at you. I'm not usually like that. I promise. I'll go last. We do have that option, right?
Yes.
Good. I am really tired. I'll just listen for now.
The next chat is up. What does this quote by Nelson Mandela mean to you? It is in your hands to create a better world for those who live in it. I think about this all the time. And more than anything, I want world peace.
Don't we all?
They said that she talked a lot in her sleep, but I didn't expect this much engagement.
Yes, she's a talker. She processes life through her dreams. She has so much on her plate that her program refuses to shut down.
I'm new on this assignment and have been told that others will join us. What information has she gotten so far?
Well, there's been steady strides. The challenge is getting in, finding space, and slowly downloading information that she needs. Now, our current action is helping her find peace.
Yes.
Now, her load is heavy and she doesn't get enough rest, but she still listens. So keep talking so we can check these items off the list that we made for her. Now, you have your script?
Yes.
Great. Now we have to stay on script. No ad-libbing. One added or deleted word can affect the outcome.
The past few years have been hard for me. Seeing the lynching of Mr. Floyd on television that was shown over and over and over again. Seeing families show up at a border that welcomes some and not all, only to be turned away or separate from each other, when all they want to do is work to feed, clothe, and put a roof over the heads of their family. Seeing the elders in the community punched, kicked, and knocked down simply because they're walking while Asian. And yes, the last few days watching the tanks roll into the Ukraine, killing civilians, destroying buildings, families separated. I'm reminded of countries, many nations and others who've suffered the same. I will never understand how anyone can think it's okay to go and take what doesn't belong to them. The first peoples were all taken advantage of. Their worldly possessions stolen by unfair trading. And now today, we have an educational system that wants us to dismiss it all, as though it never happened. World peace, that's what I want most.
It sometimes makes me question why America is still so beautiful. Because not everyone in this land is free, and more days than I want to admit, I don't always feel brave. What can I do? I'm an average man who looks good in blue, who is a writer of songs, a songwriter, and that's it. If I'm able to write a song that impressed Willie Nelson, surely I can write a song that will help uplift someone. I look good in blue.
Conrad and Emma repeat their nonverbal gesture to each other once again.
The countdown clock started. Andrea, wake up. Wake up.
Oh no, I must have dozed off. I'm late picking up Michael. 2 a.m. Wow. It's all a dream? The same one? So real. Got to slow down. I've got to. Breathe. Just breathe. Turn off the computer and go to bed. It'll wait till morning. Blue. I'll wear blue tomorrow. I look good in blue.
Oh, wow. What a wonderful show. What a wonderful show. Oh, come on back, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm so thrilled out of my mind about this show. Such a great play. All of you were so wonderful. Where's Robin? Is Robin here? There you go. All right, author. I love this play. I love this play, and I say to myself, if only it could be that easy. I meant to say this earlier, and before we talk, I've been saying that not every evening, but on certain evenings, I want to dedicate certain performances. We've dedicated this entire intensive to the people of the Ukraine because I feel, in spite of all of the horror that is happening right now, there's so much to learn in what they are, in their spirit, and the proof that what they are fighting for matters. To have freedom, to have that ability, that is a gift. It is a very fragile gift. And in spite of all of the horrible stuff that's happening, I hope that it can inspire us to come together, not only to fight for them, but to fight for this as a people again, because that's the only way that will bring us together. I meant to say at the top of the show, I wanted to dedicate tonight's performance to a young man who is a very good friend of Tucker's. His name is Anthony Felix, and Anthony passed away a few days ago, very suddenly. Young man, 26 years old. And it was a very sudden passing, and but in spite of the sadness of a loss at a young age, we want to celebrate life and celebrate not how he died, but how he lived and how he influenced so many people. So the fact that I did not have the pleasure of knowing Anthony, but you did, Tucker, and you made a mention of saying that he loved basketball and he lit up the room. He had this way of really, people just did not forget him. And so when you realize how important every soul is in this world, and the light that they carry, and the influence that everyone has over each other, I feel it's nice to dedicate this play to him, because in a way, what you wrote tonight, Robin, touches on that ability to influence someone in a very, in this case, interesting way, through the internet, subliminally, almost like cyber angels or whatever you want to call them. But that ability to create change, to create something positive in a time when there's great negative. So I want to start with you, and I know, Heba, you can't stick around, so I want to talk to you as soon as possible. But Robin, can I ask you first, what inspired you to write this really great play?
Well, first of all, thanks for the opportunity. It was really an awesome opportunity. I mean, we talked earlier about that, about how it, having such a small, tight time frame, it like forces you to sit down and write. So you really don't have time to do a lot of other stuff. So you do that, But thinking about what you said years from now, and if people look back, or if they watch, something that we write, what will they think is really going on? What will have happened? What do they think happened based on what we wrote? I thought about that, and I thought about the last few years with us spending so much time online, on Zoom, in meetings, but also, I mean, the pandemic, with Black Lives Matter movement, with the war in the Ukraine, but and also with all the other wars that are not getting the press time that this particular war is getting. I want people years and years from now to know that there were other wars going on as well. Civil wars, just a lot going on. And I wanted those people who are in those wars to also be seen.
Mm.
So and yeah, we all want world peace. But if you just like narrow it down to like one person, we just have so much going on at one time, and our computers never shut down at night,
Mhm.
you know, because we're processing, and I want all of us to be able to have a time, have a peaceful night's rest.
Mm.
So that's what this particular body of work is about.
Oh, amen to that. I agree so much. And I that's another reason why I love what you wrote. I want to talk more about this, but I want to ask Heba very quickly, because Heba, you have to go for a bit, because you're getting an award tonight, which is so great.
Oh,
I'm so excited about that. Uh,
Oh, thank you.
so let's talk for a few minutes, and then let's hope that we can save some more discussion for the second talk back on the other channel, for those of you that are
Oh, yeah,
watching.
we can do
Gotta
that.
tune in again. Perfect. Can I ask you, what was it like to work with this group of artists and to get this material? Tell me, as a director, I'm blown away by you, because I know you're such an amazing actor. And I mean, I knew that you have other gifts as an artist. But tell me what it was like to direct this.
Okay, well, so this was my first opportunity to direct ever. So, this is my first time directing anything. So when I, volunteered and put my foot out there and, said I would like to direct some, I thought to myself, who were the directors that I really loved to work with, and what is it about them that I loved working with? What was it about them? So, I just thought, I'll give it a shot. And oh my gosh, working with the four of them has been amazing. These actors and this writer, for my first experience as a director, it was incredible. It was an incredible experience. There's no other way to describe it. So, basically for this, I wanted it to be very collaborative, for it to be a very collaborative environment. I wanted everyone to be able to put in ideas and be heard. And I didn't want it to seem like, I'm the only one leading things, because that's typically how I work when I'm leading a team. I want the input from everybody. So Estrella and Paul and Aya had amazing ideas, and I didn't want to make it two-dimensional, like a two-dimensional show. I really worked hard to, bring the energy through Zoom, which is tough. And they added a few little things here and there, to make it more 3D, we added gesture and more facial expression and tone, using props and things like that. So, yeah, it really just was an amazing experience. I'll definitely want to come back for more directing opportunities in the future.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Please, please. I had no idea that this was the first time that you directed. I think everyone will back me on this. Your direction was so on point, and you did such a wonderful job of taking this wonderful play. I mean,
it was really them. It was really all them. They just made me look good.
I get the fact that if you've got a great cast, you're directing, like the problems of being a director are like 96% solved. But you still have to take up the rest of that. And you were amazing. I got to see a little of you working with everybody. And I just thought it was wonderful. So, you know, I think to be a good director, you have to have good instincts as an artist. Being an actor with good instincts helps. But I just wanted to say how what an amazing job you did, and I'm proud and honored of the fact that this is the first that you had to do your directing debut here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
Thank you so much for this opportunity. And
thank you.
Robin, oh my gosh, what a genius.
Mhm.
A true genius writer.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel the same way. Again, taking this work and elevating it is what we try to do. And that's what you did.
Mhm.
So I have to ask the actors now. Tell me how you put all this together. Tell me what it was like to do this play. What were your thoughts in it? Like, I'd love to know. I would love to know what you talked about, like maybe even at your first rehearsal, to be the fly on the wall, to hear what you guys were talking about through this whole thing. And Estrella, you start, please.
So our first meeting, first of all, Robin is absolutely brilliant, and Heba is so detailed, and she made us think about things that we hadn't thought about. And she came in and knew exactly what she wanted to do, but she left room for us to play with, which is amazing. I think actor directors and actor writers, I think they just experience things that just somebody who just does one thing doesn't always, and it doesn't make you better or not, but I think it just kind of opens you up to a whole nother playing field. And it was an incredible experience. Our first meeting, Robin asked us, I can't remember the exact questions, but she asked us, I think it was 5 things about ourselves. What was it, Robin? It was 5 things about ourselves. Oh, and then we had to give 2 lies and 1 truth.
2 truths and 1 lie.
2 truths and 1 lie. See, there I go. Let's go to the lie. 2 truths and 1 lie. And then we had to talk about 5 things to describe ourselves. And that was, I mean, you think that like my character in this play says, you think you know yourself until somebody asks you that question. And then you're like, oh God. Yeah. But it was really incredible to hear what the other actors were saying, because I think even Heba did it too. She answered the questions. And so I feel like I think it also opens you up to each other. That was a great way for us to start out.
Well, Robin is an amazing, again, I wish I had you as a teacher, Robin, in my life, because I mean, just based on what you wrote and knowing you as I do, I haven't even had a chance to meet you in person yet, but just who you are, the energy of who you are comes through, and I can't wait to meet you in person and give you a big hug, because you're amazing. But just to sort of comment on what you just said, Estrella, the idea of when you know, as in life, it really helps to identify with someone when you've had an opportunity to experience a bit of what they are going through. When you can sort of see it from the other side, it helps to be able, it makes you better, makes you a better person, at least it makes you more thoughtful, hopefully. It does. And so in this particular case, when you are a good actor and a good director, you have a good, the ability and a good communicator, then it all comes together. And well, there it is. That's pretty much how I could see all of that in this play. Just had such, and there was a lot. I mean, she wrote it for you. You could see that it was written for you, but all of her ideas were able to really be elevated and manifested in through you, which is such a great thing.
I told Robin, I said, I feel like you, after we read the play for the first time, I said, I feel like you crawled into my brain because I'm a vivid dreamer and I'm a busy person and I'm very, I overschedule myself. I was like, Robin, I feel like you've known me for 20 years.
Yeah. Oh my
Thank you.
God. It was wonderful. It was just really, really, I agree. I thought it was so great. And I think, yeah, I mean, the play taps into so many of our problems in this world. I think one of the problems in our world is that we are too busy. I say this over and over again, because if we were able to take the time, doesn't even have to, I'm not talking 20 minutes here. I'm talking just take the extra time to acknowledge the person across from you and to see yourself in that person. Then whatever differences you have now become fascinating because you realize that you are the same. And yet the differences are what make us all so, it's like, I want to, and it's a new book that I can't wait to learn more about. That to me is why our work as artists becomes so interesting, because our work is detailed. It's finding out what people are about, what they're like, what makes them tick, all of that. It's humanity. Instead of when we move so fast, we have to do shorthand. We type people based on how they look, and we make judgments on them based on those decisions. And that is a fatal error that we have, and we do it all the time. It's something we have to not do. And the only way to do that is to slow down and to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Take that time to meditate a bit, What about you, Aya? Tell me. I'm saving you for last, Paul, because this is the first time you're working with us. Don't think you're off the hook. Aya, I love you, Aya. I just have to tell you, I think you're wonderful. And again, I've gotten to see through the work that we've done, so many different sides of you as an artist. A lot of what was written about you in the play is true. You have there's sort of a childlike innocence to you. You do puppetry, you do all of these wonderful things, but yet you are just, there's so much complexity to you, I think.
Thank you. It's been amazing, working, with all of you and, doing intensive. This is my first time, and yeah, it's been really amazing. Robin captured me so well that I'm so amazed. I answered those questions, but she added more things that I didn't tell her, but were true. And I just don't know how she did that. But it's just this character is very close to me, and it was my pleasure playing her.
Well, Robin is able to get on to all of your internet programs at night, and that is so. This wasn't. Do you think it's all fictionalized?
Aha.
Oh.
It's not a virus, it's Robin.
Not a virus, it is Robin. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's wonderful. And I love the fact that you guys got to play well, I mean, virus is the wrong word. I like to look at it. I think of it more as a positive, as positive spirits. That's what I like to think of it as, these little angels that creep in and try to get you to slow down and to think about things that make a big difference. And yeah, you're wonderful. You just did such a great job with it. Paul, welcome to the wonderful world of TBTB.
Thank you.
Tell me what this was like for you, please. Tell me, and be honest, be candid. We can do it.
I had seen Tamar involved with this before, my girlfriend, and loving it. And I watched some of the plays from the last round. And when it came around again, it was just, I just wanted to be involved in something creative like this. I wanted to see where it could go and how I could participate in it. And Heba said it was her first time directing, and she would start directing us. And I kept thinking to myself, when is she going to do things that make her look like she's never done this before? But she didn't. She asked the right questions. She made the right points. She said things. She observed things about the script, about how we were interacting, all that stuff about our character stuff, and asked us questions that caused us to explore more about what our motivations were, what we wanted, and I really enjoyed that. I really think she's got a natural gift for that. So that was really enjoyable. And Robin's script, at first it was a little hard to grasp what this was all about. It's a little sci-fi, and putting that into my mind and in my body and in my character, and figuring out what my point of view was and all that. It was a lot of fun to explore that. And every time I did it, I found something else. So it was just fun to go through the whole process. It was a little different doing this all on Zoom and working on a screen like this, but you start to get your groove after a bit. You start to figure out how to use the medium. So I look forward to more in the future.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm so glad that you said that, because I know that it's an odd thing. And when we first started doing these, I mean, we did our Playmakers Intensive every year live. That's the way it worked. And everyone only had 1 week. Like, that was it. We met on a Saturday. Groups were paired together. We all got together in one room, randomly paired groups together. And then we were only, we're not a super rich company. So we were able to tell each group, we can provide you with 1 2-hour session in a rehearsal studio. If you want to rehearse more, that's your call, but we can't give you more than 1 2-hour session during that week. And then the following Sunday, we would get together and we would do a dress rehearsal. We'd do all of the shows in the order in which they were, that I set them in. And then we'd invite an audience in for free to come into the studio, and we would perform all of the plays at once, like, in succession. And that's how we did our intensives. And when we started doing it online, I said, we'll restructure it. We'll do 1 play every evening, so we don't have to make someone sit through like a 2.5-hour program. And that's how this all came to be. And we allowed a little more time for the writing, because when you're not in the room together, I was afraid that you wouldn't be able to connect in the same way. Well, I was wrong about that, because I think even though it's a little strange, we still are able to connect. And like, this is your first time working with us, but we've worked with Estrella and Aya and Robin before, and I have never met them in person. I've only met them here. And yet I feel incredibly close to them. I feel I know them, and what they bring to the table as artists, if they're able to do that here. So while it will never take the place of doing something live, like in person, can't replace being in the room and feeling it and feeling the audience. And that's all an experience that can never be duplicated on a screen, but it is still live and it is still real. And the connections that you make as artists are still real. So that is a gift. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about it all. And I'm thrilled that you all are working with us. And I miss you all. And I look forward to being together in person someday soon and trying to work on something together. That would be a great gift.
Yeah.
I want to talk more. It's about 20 after the hour right now, and we go on at 8:30. So I want to give you all a bit of a break before we start our show at 8:30. But I wanted to, I know that there's a lot of things I want to touch on in our next discussion, which deal with everything that we're going, like how they tie into this play, what's going on in the world, and how when we say we're going back to normal, we want to go back to normal. We have to sort of consider the fact that what do we consider normal in this world now? Because we've been through too much and have gone down. So is normal going back to what it was in 2015? Is normal going back to what it was in 2020? And how do we process all the stuff that has been happening to us and use it in a constructive way to change our course, to change our stars and make a better tomorrow? And I think this play certainly touches on that in a great way. So let's not do that now. Let's do that in an hour after, or in 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whenever we get to our next discussion. So I want to thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you to our wonderful interpreters. You guys are wonderful.
Yeah.
Again, our goal in all of our work, online and in person, is not only to make our work accessible, but to weave accessibility bake it into the art so that it becomes part of the aesthetic. So it's not just a tool, but it becomes sort of another layer of expression within the art that we're creating, and that it becomes integral to what the way we tell stories. Quite honestly, I think that's the way all art should be, and everyone should be striving for that. But I don't need to talk about everybody. I'm just talking about us, and this is what we're going to do. So thank you all. My God, Robin and Heba, I know that you're away right now, but we'll see you again. And of course, Paul and Aya, and oh my God, Estrella, thank you so much. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight, and I hope you'll continue tuning in between now and April 1st. We have such an incredible lineup of shows. And I think that it behooves you to come and to tune in every night. We will be here at 7:30 every night on YouTube, and then of course 8:30 on Facebook. Tomorrow we have another, oh my goodness. I'm really, I'll tell you why I'm excited about tomorrow night's play, because the play was written by a very dear friend, his name is Peter Mark. And I will say Pete has been working with this company since before it was Theater Breaking Through Barriers. We began as Theater by the Blind. I began working with this company back in 1997. Pete had been working with this company before I came into this company, and he did a lot of original material for us back then. And I am just so thrilled that he is creating for us now still. So we're going to get to see the premiere of one of his new shows tomorrow night. The play is called Remember, and it was directed by Ben Rausch, and it stars Bora An and the mad genius who directed the first night's production, Richard M. Rose. So I hope you'll tune in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Tell your family, tell your friends, go to our website, tvtv.org. You can see everything that we're up to and where we've been and where we're going. If you really like us, click on the donate page at the very top and support us that way. We will always, of course, we welcome the gift of your time and your attention. But if you want to support us financially, then you become an even closer partner and friend to us. So we hope that you can. Have a great night, everyone. And please swing on over to Facebook in about 5 more minutes and see this great play again. All right. Hope you will. Have a great night, all. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.